Wooten. I'm with the University of Delaware Cooperative Extension System. I'm a horticultural agent down in Sussex County, and today I have my colleague, Carrie Murphy.
I'm Carrie Murphy. I'm the horticultural agent in Newcastle County with the University of Delaware Cooperative Extension, and we're here to talk to you about purchasing fertilizer.
Carrie, we get a lot of calls in the extension office because people are confused many times. You go into a store to purchase fertilizer and there's just so many available to you, you just have no idea, or just confusing to see which one would actually be best for you to purchase.
And it doesn't matter if you visit your local garden center or a big box store, there are so many choices. The first thing that you should do is take a soil test. That soil test will provide you with results, and the results will indicate what kind of fertilizer you should purchase.
And on that soil test, it says how much you actually need, but when you go to look at the bag, you know, there are 3 numbers here that are very important, but what do they actually mean?
And it can be confusing. So the first thing that we want to point out is prominent on the front of the bag, the NPK number is what we call it. NPK stands for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. On this particular bag, you see 3 numbers, 18, 24, and 6. 18 refers to nitrogen, 24 refers to phosphorus, and 6 refers to potassium. Nitrogen is really important to healthy plant growth in that it supports the top growth of the plant, the growth that you see above the soil line.
The middle number, or on this particular bag, 24, is phosphorus, which is really important for root growth. And 6 would be for potassium. And again, that's just a great element to help with overall plant growth.
Depending on the type of project you're pursuing, whether you're starting a lawn or maintaining a lawn, there are different products available to you. You'll want to consult your soil test results to find out what your lawn needs. In this particular case, I'm looking at a lawn starter fertilizer, which has nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, all of the nutrients valuable to jump-starting a lawn. But you might not need nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium based on your soil test results. What other products are available, Tracy?
There are products out there that are actually, if you look at this particular product, that says phosphorus-free, meaning that your soil test may come back and you already have sufficient phosphorus in your soil that's available to those plants, and you don't want to purchase and spend that money on phosphorus to apply to your lawn. It's already there.
So we can save time, save money, and help to protect the environment. We don't want to put down chemicals that we don't need to put down in order to support the lawn. And those chemicals actually could run off into our stormwater drains and pollute the rivers, the streams, and local waterways.
Yeah, it's really important because as we make applications to the lawn, if our fertilizer were to go out on a driveway or the street or any impermeable surface, it's important that we take a leaf blower or broom, something like that, and push that back into our lawn because that's what we need to do. The grass will use those nutrients, but it certainly can't do that when it's out on our driveway.
On the front of the bag, you'll see the type of fertilizer you're purchasing as well as the NPK number, but if you take a look at the back of the bag, there's a lot of important information, including the exact breakdown of the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in the formulation, things like a description of the fertilizer and how to put it down, and some other important information that Tracy's going to touch on.
Yeah. If you look at the bag I have here, again, we mentioned NPK, and even mentions, you know, that N is great for top growth, P is for root growth, and K is actually for overall plant health and vigor. And if you look at this particular product, it actually mentions that it's a coated slow release technology for a longer lasting green lawn with no burning. And it also even states here that it's phosphorus free, which helps with our waterways, which is really important. And it mentions the slow release, and all that is a timed release, slow release, it could be controlled release, but all those words mean is that it allows you to provide a steady supply of nutrients to your turf throughout the growing season. And so that's really helpful. The other thing is usually the higher the slow release, the better off you'll be as far as feeding your turf.
So read the back of the bag and ask for help. You can call our garden line, the county extension office for help to determine what kind of product you need and, more importantly, how much to put down. So Tracy, how do I know how much fertilizer to put down? I want to save money, I want to save time, and I don't want this product or the extra product sitting on my shelf in my garden shed. This says that it covers 5,000 square feet. What does that mean?
Well, basically, what that means is you're gonna measure the area you're gonna cover, your yard. You're gonna look at the width of the lawn times the length, and that gives you square feet. Many of the recommendations that you'll get from your soil test will be in 1,000 square feet. So what you wanna do is you wanna take out the area for your home, your driveway, your landscape beds, things like that, impermeable surfaces that you don't wanna be applying product to anyway. And then you subtract that, and you will come up with the number you actually need to apply.
Okay. Well, Tracy, I gotta be honest, that still sounds confusing to me. Is there some place I can call or a place that I can look to help me with the calculations?
Sure. You can give the county extension offices a call, and we certainly have fact sheets and other information. We can help walk you through that so you know exactly what you need.
Okay, great. Okay, so I have my soil test results. I've picked out my product. I've measured the amount of space on my property that I'm going to be fertilizing. What's the best time to fertilize?
The best time to fertilize for a good healthy turf is fall.
Okay.
You can put a small amount of fertilizer out in the spring, but again, when you put a lot of that out in the spring, all you're doing is cutting more. The fall is the best time because we want great root growth during that time, so it will carry us through the winter.
Now, are there any times that I shouldn't fertilize my lawn?
Without a doubt. We do not do it in the winter. In fact, it's Delaware state law that you can't apply fertilizers to your yard December 7th through February 15th. So Carrie, I have my product. How am I going to put it out on my lawn? Are there different ways to do that?
Yes, there are. An application is really important. If you look at the back of the bag again, you'll find information on how to apply, including types of spreaders that you can purchase to ensure that you put down the fertilizer evenly and the proper amount. So there's information on calibrating your spreader, whether you're using a broadcast spreader or a drop spreader, and it will ensure that you use just the right amount.
Sometimes people ask about watering after application, and that's also found on that bag. It's important because it depends on what you have in there. So take a look at that also. So Carrie, when we think about fertilizing our lawn, the really important part is to remember that we need to put out the right product, the right amount, and at the right time.
That's right, and if you haven't had your soil tested in the last 3 years, it might be time to do so. The Extension Office recommends soil testing approximately every 3 years, give or take. County offices are located in Sussex, Kent, and Newcastle for your convenience. For more information, visit us online.
Because remember, more is not necessarily better.